Good morning, world. We have something very special to talk about today. Someone new has come into our life, haven't they?
They have, yeah. Someone or something.
Total surprise. Story is just down here. Hey, Story. Yeah? Do you want to introduce the videos to our new friend?
Poppy's a cute girl and she's a puppy. A really cute, sick puppy.
And what did you call her?
I called her Poppy. Poppy Love.
Poppy Love.
And I'm going to show you. Here she is sleeping in her little palace. This used to be Eden's, you know, when she was about to die. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it was Eden's beach house, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eden used to chill out in that on the beach.
Yeah.
And now who's living in there?
Poppy! She was by our door, sitting near the bottles. She was inside the blue bottles. And then, like, she wanted to get to us because like, she was sick. We put oil on her, pour balm, and what else? We took her to the vet, we fed her, and we loved her. We gave her some water, and we washed her. We did a little room tour for her. We gave her lots of stuff to do.
Yeah. Does she like her food?
Of course she does.
Is she eating it all up?
Yeah, she's eating it all up, but there's just a few more boxes left.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you.
Okay, you can go and bring her food over.
She's ate a lot, hasn't she? She's ate nearly all of them, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She does eat a lot.
Oh, let's get some more.
And what are those?
These are their recovery food.
Yeah, we bought those for Eden, didn't we?
Yeah, we bought these for Eden, but Eden has already died.
Yes, we know.
So now we're using them for Poppy Balm.
Yeah, we kept them, but we didn't know why we were keeping them, did we? We were going to donate them, and then all of a sudden Poppy came into our lives, didn't she?
So we can donate them to her.
Exactly, she needs help, doesn't she?
Yeah, because she's super sick. But when it's her breakfast time, I always have to show her the can and then bring it along to lead her to the food.
Yeah, but then she likes that, doesn't she?
Yeah, because then she gets to eat.
And is she eating Eden's greens as well?
Yeah, we mix it inside.
That's right.
And they also open up really weird, don't they?
They do open up quite weird, those cans, don't they?
Yeah.
And do you love Poppy Love?
Yeah, she's a cute girl.
So Story has already done an excellent job of explaining what's happened here.
Yes, yeah. So this is the third day that Poppy has been here with us and we've been looking after her. We were actually leaving the house to go into General Luna to get some lunch one morning 3 days ago, and Jay suddenly turned around to lock the door and was like, oh my goodness, look. And me and Story had walked straight past and hadn't noticed her, and she was hiding. Jay just saw this little face peeking out of all the water bottles where it is right outside our door, and she was just curled up behind them all, really lethargic. She couldn't barely even lift her head up. She was really weak, sleepy, and just not in a very good way.
She really did come out of nowhere, and we were wondering how she managed to get past all the guard dogs, because you know, the slight footstep on the beach or a stone moves or whatever, and these dogs are barking like crazy, and if another dog comes onto the scene, then there's normally a battle. So for her to have got all the way up to the house and hidden, for them not to smell her or to not bother her at all, was a bit of a mystery to us. And the fact that she had just appeared right outside our house, we couldn't not take care of her. We had to take her in. We just kind of dropped everything and brought her inside, and just like that day became about Poppy care. The Story named her Poppy straight away.
Yeah, she did straight away, and which I was surprised about, because normally Story comes up with silly names like for things like Bum or you know, Pink, or you know, something like a silly name will be her first like go-to name. And the first thing she said was, I know, I've got a really nice name, Poppy. We're like, that's really nice.
It is a nice name.
And then in the car, because we took her to the vet, we did actually end up going to Jmayel to get our lunch, but we took Poppy with us and took her to the vet to have her checked out. And in the car, Story said, I've got an even better name. Let's call her Poppy Love. So like, that is really nice.
So,
I can't think of a better name.
After our vet visit, we kind of confirms that she's about 2 to 3 months old.
Yeah.
We've got no clue which other dogs she may have come from, because there's not many dogs that look like her around where we live immediately anyway.
And there's the only dogs that are around here are the dogs that live here. You know, they kind of guard the property. It's their territory. Other dogs don't really just wander in here.
Yeah, there's another gang of dogs like next door, and they're all black.
Yeah.
So we don't know who is Poppy's mum.
She just appeared. Yeah, we don't really know much about her history or what she's going to look like, how big she's going to be. She does have very long legs.
Yeah, long legs for a
big
3-month-old.
paws,
Yeah. She had very, very bad mange, and her ears were like completely crusted. We didn't know what was ear and what was old skin. And her fur was like 50-50. She had ticks on her, which we had to remove like one by one. We took them all off.
We gave her a bath.
And luckily we had all of this stuff left over. We've got all this like holistic, natural, you know, special stuff that we bought for Eden, and a lot of it was appropriate for Poppy. But one of the most amazing things about Poppy that we've noticed so far is that she's already like puppy trained somehow. She knows when she needs to do a wee and then she needs to do a poo. She makes a noise, walks to the door, and waits for us to let her out.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's
I've
amazing.
never known a puppy to do it, but I guess it's the way that she's been living, you know.
She actually wakes up, makes a noise, walks to the door and sits there, and for you to take her outside. And we've not taught her anything, she just kind of knew it instinctively.
She also sleeps through the night, which again, because Poppy is basically everything that Jay and I said we didn't want after Eden. We were like, we're not going to get a puppy. You know, we would rehome something older, or, you know, we didn't want a puppy. We definitely didn't want a sick puppy.
Yeah.
So it's...
And also, we didn't want a dog so soon.
No.
You know, I mean, it's worth noting right now that we haven't fully decided if we're going to keep Poppy, but we do know that we need to have her here until she's fully healed.
Yeah.
She may even leave herself, you know, but right now she's been the perfect dog. And get this, this is kind of strange, but if she is 3 months old and Eden died 3 months ago, she was born at the almost exact time that Eden died, and she just appeared in our life in a state of needing care like Eden did at the end of her life.
It's like the reverse Eden.
Yeah.
Like we've got a sick puppy rather than a sick old dog.
But a sick puppy that's getting better.
Yeah.
She's recovering really well. And also, the night before Poppy arrived, Sacha and I were actually crying about Eden because we saw a Facebook reminder of a picture of Eden from 8 years ago. And after we'd done crying, we started looking up rescue dogs in the UK. We were like, I wonder if we could rescue another Cocker Spaniel or another English dog, or some form of like holding on to that need or want for Eden, who'd just been kind of, you know, taken away from our lives. And then Poppy arrives the next morning.
The next morning, as soon as we walk outside.
Yeah, so here's us like crying over our English dog, and then this Filipino dog just kind of arrives and needs our help the next day. And I was like, it triggered me, because normally I'm the guy that says, no, we can't do this. You know, this is, if you bring that dog in the house, then blah, blah, blah. It's especially with Maida. Do you remember when Maida was in here? We were kind of taking care of Maida, and I was like, listen, we're not gonna like take Maida because Eden's coming in a few weeks, and then we're gonna have 2 dogs. It's not fair on Eden, blah blah blah. I'm always realistic about stuff, but as soon as I saw Poppy, I was just like, we've got to take her in now.
Seeing her there and just seeing how weak she was, it was like, right, we need to do something. And so we have. She's been living in the house with us for the last 3 days.
And unusually, she has several of Eden's character traits.
Yeah.
She's very stoic. She's very like blasé about everything. She's just kind of like this all the time.
She doesn't really care about anything.
Doesn't
We've
care about
washed her
anything.
twice now, and she doesn't care. Like she just, you know, gets on with it. She's just.
We've run the Hoover like right,
expression.
We put the Hoover like right next. We like hoovered around her, and she just kind of like goes, doesn't really care. She sleeps a lot, and I know that right now this is a 3-month-old. At this point, like, you know, they wouldn't have even left her like a dog shelter yet.
Yeah.
They would be too young, and
Yeah.
she needs to sleep for like 16 hours a day.
No, I googled it. It said puppies sleep 18 to 20 hours a day.
All right.
Up until like up to 6-7 months, then they still need a lot of sleep. So in their first year.
Yeah.
So this is normal, I guess, that she's sleeping so much, and she probably hasn't had the opportunity to sleep like this, being on the street. So
exactly. Burnt by the sun. She's probably been attacked by the dogs
as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
Her paws were flaky and burnt from hot concrete, I guess, maybe.
She wouldn't have survived another day.
No.
She was at a point where her eyes were like kind of crusted together with an infection. You know, she could barely see, she could barely move. And we're looking at her, we were like, you could be saved with love. You know, just love, because she doesn't look like she was wounded or bleeding or anything. She just needed to eat, she needed to sleep, and she needed someone to take care of her, which is exactly what we're doing right now. And within one day, all of the flakes that were kind of making her ears just fell off. They just fell off in the morning, like a casing.
Yeah, but they fell off because, so we were originally thinking to take her to the vet to get her mange jab, like to treat her mange and get her skin sorted. And before we went to the vet, we went to pick up some takeaway lunch because we were all starving, hungry by this point. Oh, look at his story. What's that? Oh, I know what that is. Wow, look at this. All right, show what else you built then.
This is the bone.
Yeah.
And this is Poppy.
Wow, you're
That's
lovely.
really clever.
Lovely builder you are.
Oh, wow.
Love the details,
Very
Story.
clever, look. And she's got a toy to play with too.
Nom 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 nom.
Are you happy to have Poppy in the house?
Yes.
Are you glad to have a dog back in your life?
Yes, because it makes my dog power come back to life.
Your dog powers, yeah?
Yeah.
You have been talking a lot about dogs, and the other day you came into our room really sad about Eden, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Was that when Poppy wasn't there?
Yeah, before Poppy. It was like the day before you had a dream, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't. I was really sad that day. Oh, it looks like you've been waking up Poppy. Look.
So going back to what I was saying, we were taking her to the vet initially to have her checked out, but also to treat her mange and her skin issues. But on the way there, we ended up speaking to someone who's had a lot of dogs here on the island, and they suggested olive oil or coconut oil, because the mange treatment that you get from the vet doesn't always work for dogs this young, because once they've already got it, it can easily come back again, and the mange treatment just doesn't, it's not really effective basically. So he suggested to rub olive oil or coconut oil into the fur, and it suffocates the parasite of the mites and like moisturizes the skin and heals the skin underneath. And he said within a week or 2 weeks the fur will start growing back, and he's had amazing results just using oil. So we were like,
so he's got seven dogs that they've rescued, and they've all done the olive oil treatment, and it's worked better than the injection. And we said, well, it's perfect, we've got a big vat of olive oil here. We much prefer trying natural solutions first. When we did speak to the vet, we did say to her, we don't want the injection yet, we want to try a natural treatment first. And she was like, oh yeah, it's a good idea. So we said, okay. But so one night, and then the next day her fur looked better, her skin flakes were almost gone. The ear thing was the most amazing. If you see a before and after picture of her ears, it's like completely made out of scab, and then full fresh ear, just like
within
that.
one day.
Yeah, less than 24 hours.
That's what was so amazing, is that it's so quickly that it happened, and that she looks like so much better than she does after just one day doing an olive oil treatment on her fur. And we did smother her in it. She was very oily, and we did it at night, so that then we put her in the crate and she slept in there all night. The next morning we gave her a bath, and it all just started coming off, peeling off, and it was amazing to see. And you see her ear coming out underneath, and so that must feel so much better for her.
We are going to keep Poppy with us until she's fully healed and see how she fits in with the family. In a few days, it's actually my birthday, and we're going to a holiday home.
I had booked
Luckily,
to stay for Jay's birthday, but it is pet friendly.
Yes,
amazingly.
So obviously we're going to have to take her with us, and we will. and just see how she adapts into our lifestyle and see how good she does with everything. We have to take
we're gonna
Poppy.
take her
Yeah,
with us.
no one else is taking care of her, so we have to take Poppy. Can't leave her here, can we?
Oh, it's pet friendly.
Yeah,
Good.
it's going to be good, isn't it? Story has been enjoying taking care of a pet again.
She has. She's actually been better this time. I guess she's grown up a little bit since Eden got here, but
Yeah.
Story's into having a dog in the house again. So we're just going to see what happens. We're not
Yeah.
going to force anything, but we
commit
do
to anything,
want
yeah.
to get her fit and healthy. We will take her for her puppy jabs.
She's not scared. She's just allowed us to take care of her.
Yeah.
And we are mum and dad at the moment, so maybe she'll become part of the family.
Maybe, yeah.
So I wasn't sure how this video was going to turn out. Wasn't sure if Poppy was going to wake up and run around. We just want to introduce you guys to this new little girl that's appeared in this household. We are going to be making more videos in the next few days, and she's going to be in them. So we have to reveal this surprise, you know, surprise to us, surprise to you guys.
Yeah.
We've been saying how we didn't want a dog, and here's a dog.
Yeah, we did tease our patrons, didn't we, a little bit over
Yeah.
on our Patreon page with a picture on the day that we found her.
Yeah, but now it's time for that public announcement, because this is the thing, when we make more videos, when we go more daily, we can't hide things like this. It's an important change,
Yeah.
and she may become a big part of our life. So
Might do, yeah.
let's see what happens. So we hope you enjoyed this little update, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye!